Hey, what's up, GMK? Also, what do you have in your hands?
Oh, this little thing right here? Steve got a new toy in the collection. Mr. Gigantor right here.
I could be wrong, but I think his name's Tetsujin 28 Go.
Gigantor.
Okay, I'm gonna say this really slowly so you understand. His name's Gigantor.
That's what I thought. Anyways, it came with this sweet controller that I don't know what it does when I start turning the knobs.
GMK? He's starting to look at me kind of funny.
I still don't quite have the hang of this, though. I'm gonna try moving this knob.
GMK, could you please refrain from talking?
Maybe this one?
Okay, that kind of messed up my jaw.
None of these seem to be doing anything.
And back to normal. Ugh.
What about this?
Please stop kicking me.
Hey, Shin, what are you doing down there?
Just realizing what it must be like to be you.
Must be rough.
Hey Rangers, welcome to Super Import Reviews. My name's Steve, and today we're going over the Bandai Tamashii Nation Solo Chogokin Tetsujin 28 Go, or you may know as Gigantor. But main reason I picked this up because of our love here for Gigantor. I actually have the Funko Pop of this guy upstairs as well. Also used to watch it a crap ton on Sci-Fi Channel when I was super little, when they would play like the old black and white TV shows and everything. Mainly the old animes like this. They had Astro Boy, I remember. That my wife also really likes Gigantor too, which is, she's actually the one that picked this up. So that brings us to this review. Wasn't going to actually do a abridged one, but I figured we've been doing a lot of abridged reviews lately, so, well, I've been doing more of those than actual reviews. So I decided to do this guy as a full-fledged review for this one. So we're just going to get to it. So without further ado, for his packaging, pretty traditional Chogokin package with mostly black with the logo on the top here. Shows the figure inside of the package with some sweet art on the background. Kind of looks like a little city with the name on the front of the package. The new Tamashii Nation quality sticker here on the bottom side of the package. Nice menacing shot of Gigantor. You're just going to be mainly hearing me calling him that throughout the rest of this review. It's way easier. Him with his arms raised up. Top of the package, him holding the kid. The back of the package just shows everything that comes with, the stuff he could do. A bunch of stuff I can't understand, some legal mumbo jumbo, and more Gigantor on the bottom. So let's get him open up out of his cardboard prison. Alright, so now that we got Gigantor open up out of his cardboard prison, first we're going to go over his... I guess we're going to go over his one sort of accessory, and then how that works with the gimmick. So what we first have, Shotaro here, which for the detailing, really nice. You can see you got like the tie painted on the front here, with a little bit of actual detailing on the tie there as well. You get some paint on the cuffs there with his fancy little tan jacket, boy shorts, some socks, shoes, and a little rounded nose. Really nicely detailed, especially for like some of the smaller figures I have in my collection with some more high-end figures, like say the MP10, the Masterpiece Optimus Prime that came with Spike. That thing was pretty shoddy in terms of the paint job. While this, like, I'm not embarrassed to have this standing with Gigantor, which is great because you kind of need him for Gigantor for the most part. Like, I can see it not coming with him, but I'm glad it does. Also for Shotaro, his arms can go up and down. That's pretty much about it. And then for your personal controller, done in a really nice metallic purple. Little knobs on the top here. Nothing's articulated. Not the knobs on the front here either, which are done in a like a greenish tan color. Nothing too much exciting going on the back here. But what this is for, grabbing Gigantor here, we're going to get him off the stand real quick. Which for the display stand, nothing too complicated. Pretty standard fare for what you get with these Chogokins, where you can put the controller here, stays in place, his feet lock into there. And this actually hooks into his jetpack. Which getting that off, because it's easier to get the on and off switch, but you just hook those onto the top and then that keeps him secured on. Which, what's cool for the jetpack, outside of it just being jet black, glossy finish, got some thrusters on the bottom here, is that it's actually held in by magnets. So you just pop that in the back. It stays on really well. Like, that is a super strong magnet. But on the back here, you get his on and off switch, which it already comes with the batteries inserted. And when you turn them on, might be hard to see, but his eyes light up yellow. Turn off one of the lights there, but you can kind of see it. Actually, turn it on above, you can see them super well. So you get some yellow lights. Oh, and briefly, you have this little spot here that can hold the damaged little arm piece. But outside of that, nothing too much else complicated. You can also hook the hands onto the little pegs there, which is super cool because with the way it's set up, you can have all the accessories out with your Gigantor instead of keeping them in the box. So always fairly thoughtful when they do that with stands. But you just get the Soul Chogokin, name on the front here, done in a chrome finish. Nothing too much on the bottom. But anyways, back to him. Got a little off track. But we got him on. His lights are currently engaged, I guess is the word I'm looking for. Grabbing his controller, what you do is you bring this to the front. And it makes boom sounds. When you hover it over front, same with on the other side. Now, I've been trying to figure out how to get this to actually engage properly. Because you'll hear the music. Because it's like, I'll push this here and hold it. At least I know the music works. But it's like you hold it to the front and random crap just happens. Usually he'll do that. But turn it off real quick. Because you'll see, like, I'll just boom. You know, nothing happens on the side of just that. Now, like, I tried to hold it. Oh, now we get music. Anyways, you put this thing to his chest. It does things. It's cool. We got some musics. Now, I haven't watched anybody else's review on this guy in particular, but for the most part, the way I see it is you hold it to his chest, gets music active, one little touch does the kaboom, which, after dropping it, you can do also while his music's going on as well. But let me know in the comment section below if you guys have had any other experience with this guy in terms of this, because to me, it seems sort of random in how it works, at least when you first start him up. Hey, I figured it out. All you do, it's higher up. That's what it was. I was looking on the back of the box and it was like, hey, you're being stupid. So it's up here. Sets that off. It still doesn't, it still feels sort of random, but at least I understand it better now. And then for the rest of his, well, his other accessory before his hands, he comes with this battle damaged part, which is just kind of appears to be wires and stuff done in a mostly like a dark gunmetal color. And how you attach this onto our Gigantor, our dusty Gigantor. He's been sitting down here for one day because I had to go do other things in the middle of editing this video. Is you remove the forearm here, which this is just held in by magnets, which is actually pretty cool. I kind of wish they would have done the same thing for the hands, but we'll get there in a second. So you literally pull that out and insert that in. I almost feel like that doesn't even need the magnet. Like, that's a tight fit regardless. But now you have damaged Gigantor, and you can even do it on the other side too if you really wanted to. But looks pretty neat. Don't think I'm ever going to actually pose him with it. It's always kind of cool to get these little accessories that helps you remember the series, but not quite something you would generally pose with him on the shelf. And then for his hand accessories, he comes with a pair of clenched fists for punching stuff. But you can swap these out by you literally just pull straight up from the forearm. A little bit harder to do because he is held together by magnets. So we're just gonna move the. All right, cool. Move the hand. Yeah, pull outwards. Then probably help if I actually grab the hands. You grab one of your extra hands and you just go straight into the forearm. You want to go straight as humanly possible because this doesn't have an articulated joint, so coming at it at a cockeyed angle could possibly snap the peg. But you just push. God, that's tight. Anyways, insert the arm back on. Now we got one singular karate chop hands. and then show you guys what it looks like with both of them on real quick. So now everybody is kung fu fighting. Kind of cool. Not sure if I'd actually use these hands in particular, but I guess you can mainly use this for helping to prop up our little dude here. Sort of. He comes with a pair of more like clenching hands. Mainly for like grappling, stuff like that, or if you need him to grab onto something in particular. And finally, he has a pair of slightly more relaxed hands, which, again, great for cupping onto things in particular, or if you want to put like his hands on his waist or something. A la Superman pose. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, he comes with these little plastic pegs to insert over top of the screw holes. Because you'll see here, there's 2 in the arms, but the rest of them are covered. They give you enough to cover the ones down here on the legs, the rear section, and one that's supposed to go right here. Problem is, none of the ones that they came with really help to cover that hole. Because for the most part, I'm pretty sure I could probably... I guess it's in there for now. They all kind of like to slide in. So, for the most part, that one's going to be revealed. But with the jetpack back here, it's not very distracting anyways. And then we'll go over Gigantor briefly. Not really too much to say because it is designed after a very old mech. So he's very Dr. Robotnik shape if you guys have ever played Sonic the Hedgehog. With a very cylindrical body. With the head having the giant lower jaw, pointy Frosty the Snowman nose with his little beady yellow eyes. Pretty cool. Sadly, no articulation, but you do get some rivets going around the chest section here. Some metal here for the little copper band, and some red here for his belt. Moving down his legs, just a lot more blue. Little blue and red footsies with some gunmetal in between here for the joint sections. And then for his hands, you get the little gold bulbs around the cuffs here of the hands. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Like, he has a jetpack. Cool. You're not buying this guy because you want something that is the most like intricate designed mech of all time. Like, you're buying this because you have an appreciation for a Gigantor, and this thing does him justice though. Like, with the detailing department, like, it's him. There's not really much else to say. It looks great. For the articulation, though, absolutely nothing for the head, which I guess is fine. For the arms, can rotate all the way around, go up, down. I guess technically not a rotation. Like, the rotation is the arm going all the way around. But at the elbow, can rotate all the way around. Nice forward and back motion. Hands can rotate all the way around. I guess technically you have articulation a little bit at the waist, but that's mainly to actually remove this so you can get to the battery on this under section here. But, well, once we figure out how to line it up, it's sort of articulated. Like, if you really want to have them turning a little bit, you can, but you can't really go too crazy without fearing it popping out. So just be forewarned on that. Legs can go a little bit out, a little bit in. But what's kind of cool is this section here can actually move down. If you guys can see it, I'll set it back up real quick. But connects there at the groin region. But you can bring it forward and lower it down to give them even more leg articulation. But in doing so, makes the joint more noticeable. So you can have it retracted upwards or down in case you need him doing some kicking motion on your display. Then it has a bend at the knee, rotation at the knee, rotation at the foot. Can go forward to back, side to side, and some articulation at the toes. I also forgot to mention briefly that this guy is super duper heavy for an action figure. There's quite a bit of diecast. Not 100% sure what is fully diecast. I know it's pretty much like the bulk of the top section here. It feels kind of like part of the arms diecast. Same with the legs down here. but still quite a bit of plastic used in it, but definitely the upper half of this mech could easily be used as a lethal weapon. And for some quick comparisons, here we have Tetsujin 28 Go compared next to some other Soul Chogokin figures with Gypsy Danger and Big O. And here's compared next to one of my other favorite giant mecha animes, Mobile Fighter G Gundam with the Robot Spirit Shining Gundam and the Band Presto Allenby. And here he is next to one of my wife's favorite mecha animes, Zoids, with the Geno Breaker and the Blade Liger from Revolt Tech. And here he is next to some SH Monstars figure with Shin Godzilla and GMK Godzilla. So overall, for the Soul Chogokin Gigantor, or you may know as Tetsujin 28 Go, this thing's awesome. Like, I love the amount of diecast used in this figure. Gives him a really nice heft to him. Comes with a decent amount of accessories. Overall, enjoy the light up gimmick and the sounds, even though on this one, it doesn't seem like it does quite what it's supposed to do, but it still works pretty well. I gotta say, it's a pretty sweet Chogokin. Not my favorite, personally. My favorite's still Big O. And then, well, yeah, Big O. And then Gypsy Danger, followed by this guy, because the only other Chogokins I got were the Avas, which were kind of meh, to say the least. So if you guys are really into Gigantor or Tetsujin 28, then I definitely recommend picking up this guy. But if you're more glancing at this guy because you're just a fan of mechas, and maybe don't have quite enough appreciation of Gigantor, then I don't really recommend picking up this guy. He's just a little bit too expensive and not really enough going on to merit a purchase if you guys don't really like the character. What do you guys think? If you guys picked up Tetsujin 28 Go, what's your favorite version of Tetsujin? Or is Mazinger just more you think? Let us know in the comments. We'll have closer pictures of this guy up on our Facebook if you want to click the link in the description below. We also have our Patreon account with exclusive prints and t-shirts for the channel, also down in the description. And help us defeat those kaijus by hitting that like button, subscribe, become a ranger today. See you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.